Well, I'm gonna show you something where someone showed up at his house. Let's see how he reacted. Let's see if he got out there and kicked them and did all the tough shit that he talks about. Let's remember this. This guy goes to his door.
So now we know. Yep. Now we know Myron Gaines the bitch nigga.
Right?
Show, bro. So step the fuck outside, you old all right, come on in. Who's one of you?
He don't want to leave. He don't want to leave. He doesn't want to go outside, right?
Right? Come on in, bro. What you want me to come on in? Because you's a fucking snitch. Okay, exactly. You a police calling ass snitch. Exactly.
See, he stayed inside and called the police when someone that he felt was a threat came to his door. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bolo, and I'm coming to you with another video for educational purposes only. Today, we're gonna be talking about Fresh getting a W over Myron. So, backstory. They're talking about Mr. Fuentes. If you know the first name, you know the first name, but he is a very controversial figure. And recently, he had a woman, after his viral tweet or whatever it was, came to his house to confront him. She never explicitly said what that confrontation would entail, but she came to his door, and he opened the door and put hands on this woman, and I think sprayed her with like pepper spray as well, but I know he like kicked her down some stairs, something like that. And even though they have an argument, Myron doesn't even realize he actually agrees with Fresh. And I'm gonna show you a video from way back when Myron did exactly what Fresh said you probably should do. But let's get into the video.
Now, as a nation they'd rather prosecute first, ask questions later, and then let the person get exonerated by a jury of their peers. Right? We've seen this happen in a couple of different cases where there's a use of force, white officer, black individual. They want to go ahead and prosecute that individual and let the court kind of decide it. And if they walk, they walk. At least they can say, look, we prosecuted it. Y'all can't burn the city down. We did our job. And
he's actually right about that. A lot of times someone isn't guilty of what the public outrage says they're guilty of. So they prosecute knowing that they're probably going to get off, just so people can't say it's a racist system, blah, blah, blah. So he's spot on that. That does happen a lot, especially in recent years.
I think this is very similar to that. Yes, it's not a black person, a police officer, but you got a white male who has conservative viewpoints with a feminist woman who's also one of them, right? So, not surprised.
My question is, what force did she apply to him directly? What force?
She came right up to his front door.
But what did she do?
What did she do?
Forcefully. Because imagine this, right? So someone walks up to you.
Myron, his gears are turning. Fresh shouldn't have said anything. He should have just let the awkward silence marinate.
You do nothing. You hit them. Who's in trouble? You, right?
Well, she did make a threat right before on YouTube saying, not on YouTube, on Facebook saying like, I'm gonna go confront him, whatever.
What's that mean?
And do what?
We don't know, and he didn't know.
Exactly.
But if someone's talking to you and you hit them and they didn't touch you, well, is that self-defense?
Well, why wait and find out?
But okay,
that's a good question, but nuance. And Fresh is going to hit the nail on the head, which is why I think Nick is going to ultimately have to see some kind of justice. I think the legal system is going to go against him because of this one fact.
Isn't self-defense you defend yourself when they attack you?
Yeah, she went to his house.
But she didn't attack him.
Doesn't matter, went to his house. You don't know what she's gonna do. I wouldn't chance it either. Someone shows up at your front door that you don't know on some weirdo shit, like, yeah, first thing you did was create distance right away.
But
the distance wasn't having to be created. Don't open the door.
Okay, hold on.
Pushed her off the thing.
Someone comes to my door, I don't know. I'm not opening the door.
Bingo! Fresh somehow with this very simple solution that is the key to all of this. Don't open the door. Mr. Fuentes has been getting threats that allegedly he is taking very seriously. If you're taking threats seriously, Why would you open the door? You keep the door closed. You wouldn't have to create space, push someone down the stairs, or do anything like that if you just kept the door closed.
Period. If you're gonna do that, like, listen, I'm not saying that what he did wasn't justified because of his actual threats and all that stuff. I'm just saying she didn't attack him directly.
Exactly.
So they can argue and say, listen, she didn't even touch him.
Didn't
He
even
pushed
touch
her
him.
and maced her.
Good.
And in the court,
I think she's lucky that he only did that.
Myron's talking a big game now, as usual. Talks a big fucking game, this big loudmouth that for some reason a lot of you guys, like, I don't know why y'all love this dude so much. Y'all just take everything he says so seriously, like, yeah, Myron's the man. Well, I'm gonna show you something. Where someone showed up at his house. Let's see how he reacted. Let's see if he got out there and kicked them and did all the tough shit that he talks about. Let's remember this. This guy goes to his door.
So now we know. Yep. Now we know Myron Gaines the bitch nigga.
Right?
Show, bro. So step the fuck outside, you old all right, nigga. Come on in. Who's one of you?
He don't want to leave. He don't want to leave. He doesn't want to go outside, right?
Right? Come on in, bro. What you want me to come on in? Because you's a fucking snitch. Okay, exactly. You a police calling ass snitch. Exactly.
See, he stayed inside and called the police when someone that he felt was a threat came to his door. But for some reason, over here he's advocating for opening the door and starting the physical confrontation first.
That's why you ain't coming in. The world knows. Don't do it, man. The world knows. Allende. Allende. I will preach. You ain't gotta worry about the Yep. You're literally trying. Yo, you're committing a crime right now, bro. What? Look. You're committing a crime right now, bro.
Look at that. Now all of a sudden, he's super snitch. He wants to stay inside. He doesn't want it to turn physical. All of a sudden, this is the real Myron. This right here is the big, tough, talking shit Myron that's behind the microphone. The one that y'all believe.
Talk about crimes. Oh, shit. You got a rapist talk about crimes. Look at this guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wish your motherfucker would come to my door. I wish your motherfucker would come to my door. Myron, you's a bitch and we all know. Come on in, man. Come on in then. Oh, you got a gun? Come on in, bro. I'm afraid of a gun. Okay, come on in.
See, so this is what Myron actually does when he's afraid for his life. This right here, let's rewind it back a little bit, just a little bit. And let's see what he says, you know, is good and what should be happening.
Period. If you're gonna do that, like, listen, I'm not saying that what he did wasn't justified because of his actual threats and all that stuff. I'm just saying she didn't attack him directly.
Yeah.
So they can argue and say, listen, she didn't even touch him. He pushed her and maced her.
Good.
And in the court,
I think she's lucky that he only did that.
And in the court,
so then why didn't you do that? Why didn't you go up there and be Mr. Tough Guy? Because you're advocating it for it here. You're like, that was the right move.
Argue, oh, it's an old lady that's one of them? Oh, you're cooked. That's
nah. I think if he has a halfway competent lawyer, he'll be able to. Because, bro, you've been getting death threats. Someone shows up at your house. Are you going to sit there and chance it? Like, oh, yeah, let me open the door and see what she's going to do. No.
Yo, you can't make this up. Why would you chance it? Oh, man. What Myron actually did with the big homeboy, that's what you're supposed to do. If you're in fear for your life, you don't go out there and confront them because you don't know if they have a gun, a knife, a grenade, who the fuck knows. And you call the cops. Unless you're like some super duper gangster like he pretends to be, then you go out there. And if you're gonna go out there, I advocate you better be strapped. You are afraid for your life. If I was afraid for my life, I'm not walking out with no goddamn mace and my feet. Are you serious? I'm going out there with the strap. Something, a butcher knife, something. If I'm actually afraid. Like how he did. He stood back with the gun, called the cops like, homie, I ain't playing with you. He ain't go up there and Spartan kick this motherfucker and all that shit like he's saying he would, or that was the right thing. Like, give me a break with this dude.
That nigga gave her the fucking Spartan kick, bro. You know, like
This is Sparta!
Oh yeah, let's see what you did, bud. Let's see what you did. Let's see, did you do that? Oops, hold on. Let's see, did he do that?
Okay, exactly. You a police calling ass.
Nah, he stood back with the phone.
The world knows. Don't do it, man. The world knows. Allende. I will preach. Yep.
Nope, he stood back a good 20 feet and recorded. That's what he did. This is the real Myron. And he did the right thing here. So I'm not gonna call him a bitch for that. He did the right thing. But don't be talking all crazy over here, bro. Give me a break.
Like, bitch, I'm not gonna even give you the chance to do some shit.
Because if I'm smart, he played into their hands directly. Because now they got him dead to rights.
Because and also keep in mind, people were mailing shit to his house.
Okay, bro.
Open up the door.
He don't know what she was doing. Like, hey, don't drop shit off at my front door.
If I see somebody that I don't know or trust, nigga, I'm not opening no damn door.
Thank you.
Bro, you might kind of shoot me. So if that's the case, like, okay, look, listen. I'm thinking
look, he feels stupid. That's why now he's like playing with the mic and all this other shit. He feels stupid. He's like, fuck.
Here. If I'm in danger from threats and people saying they can do shit to me, why open up the door? Cool, he opened the door.
It's literally that simple. There's not much to think about. Don't open the door.
What do you want? Push and mace.
But remember, people were mailing him
You bringing up a,
like
so what?
boxes of shit like that. He probably didn't even want her to drop it off there. Like, people were mailing him shit. Like, I'd be pissed too. Like, yo.
Look, install a Ring camera. Someone does something like that. You grab the footage and you give it to the police.
I don't want you fucking coming on my front door and leaving shit here. I don't know you. Like, clearly this bitch.
So are you afraid or not? Like, that's the question. Are you afraid or not? If you're not afraid, then you go out there, you do what you do. But if you're afraid, if you're not afraid, you go out there and you wait to see what happens. But you cannot legally just start a physical confrontation. Did she say, hey, I'm gonna smack the fuck out you right now? Did she say, hey, no. She could have been there to say happy birthday. You don't know what the confrontation is. She could have said, hey, you're a big duty head. You don't know. Don't go outside.
Bitch don't got a UPS uniform on.
So those aren't the only people.
Like I said, I think he was 100% justified and it was I think 1000% justified, given the nature of what happened. Someone that's been in his shoes before with this type of shit happening before, I 1000% think that she's lucky she only got Mason kicked. Be honest with you.
Right, like what you did.
Now, granted, I think the issue here is that he lives in Illinois. If he did this in Florida, he would have been fine.
My problem is she didn't forcefully attack him or in any case incite violence to him
at all.
And he attacked her first.
She stepped on his property.
Doesn't matter. She didn't physically attack him.
So what? Someone could be dropping off a pamphlet, whatever. Like, there's a lot of reasons outside of being a mailman or whatever to come to someone's house. They might be dropping off a pamphlet, whatever it is. There's plenty of reasons, viable and real reasons.
Doesn't matter. She shouldn't be there.
Is there a sign saying don't trespass? No. So listen, I get it.
Bro, it's crazy that Fresh is actually just dominating him. And the sad part is that it's such a simple concept. And Myron, who I do think is a smart guy overall, he's not an idiot. But he's caping so hard for his little butt buddy, Mr. Fuentes, that he can't even think logically on the situation. It's that simple. Because if it was anyone else, or especially an adversary, he would have been saying that they were in the wrong.
It's a mailman that came to his door.
Oh, nigga, that's different.
Hold on.
A mailman.
Follow me here. Imagine somebody's there. He may not know why they're there, and he's triggered because of his death threats.
Yeah, exactly.
Them. Isn't that the same thing?
Sometimes, I don't know if they do this in other states, but sometimes Amazon, depending on what you're getting, the people don't have on the whole shit with a truck. Sometimes they come in a regular car and just drop stuff off.
No, not at all, because the mailman has a duty to be there. He has a right to be there. He's supposed to be there. He's fulfilling a obligation to his job. He's wearing a uniform. He's clearly a distinguished member of society that this is his job. Like, this is some random bitch showing up to his house.
What if it's a surveyor? See, I'm just saying.
Come on, nigga.
Hold on.
Come on, Fresh.
Hold on.
Don't say come on.
Come on, man.
I really like him, but I'm putting logic here.
Exactly.
If someone comes to your door that you don't know, you open it and attack them, it doesn't matter if you're getting threats or not. It just matters that you hit them first.
Yeah.
Then
self-defense, man. Again, this is the Illinois.
He's in.
So that's why we're even having this discussion. In Florida, he would have been good.
But
he could have like kicked that bitch, like, get the fuck out of here, and been fine.
But that's not Florida.
It's Illinois. But again, I think Because here's the thing. What it's going to come down to is, did he act reasonably? I think 100% he acted reasonably. When they actually established all the facts of what was going on, and this is again on Nick's team, defense team, to show, when he shows all the death threats, all the people showing.
Okay, all the death threats, then why open the door? Someone's coming to kill you, allegedly. If that's what you really think, most likely, especially if you see a woman and you're thinking this woman's gonna try to kill me, she's probably in your mind bearing arms. Okay, I don't think she's gonna come with a nail clipper or whatever it is and try to kill you with it. She's probably gonna be armed, at worst, a knife. Why would you open the door if you are afraid for your life? That means your foot loses to the gun. Why would you even do this? Makes no sense.
Showing up at his door, all the people that mailed him shit, etc. It's justifiable because people were mailing shit to his door. Like literally, like there's a service that out there that they can mail like shit to someone's house. See, like a poop box.
Here's the issue.
He's probably like, bro, I don't want this shit on my front door, and open the door. Bitch, get out of here. Boom.
Here's the issue. We could have our opinion all day that it's justified. In the court system,
yeah, but so basically they're gonna keep going back and forth. I didn't see the whole thing, but I doubt it's gonna evolve past this. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Do you think Mr. Fuentes was justified in his reaction? Do you think, like Fresh and I think, that you should, if you're really that scared, you really think people are out to off you and take you off the planet, why open the door? Install some Ring cameras. Pretty sure he's got the money. And call the cops. Someone unannounced, you call the cops. Or you look at the peephole and say, what's your business here? And then you can take your chance on that. But opening the door and kicking someone down the stairs is not gonna hold up in the court in most states. It's just not. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Also, about Homeboy, how come he didn't follow his own advice? Can you explain that to me? But yeah, I'm out. Peace.